Hello everybody, Ultimate Player on the scene here, and welcome back to some more modded Minecraft. Last episode, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm being for real. Right now, the only reason I'm back is because I restarted my entire computer before I started this video. Okay, I'm just gonna grab all this wood, I guess. Okay. Safe is better than sorry, so this is why I always, like I said, like I try to explain, like, yes, it doesn't work against everything, but whenever there's like a giant pit of lava like this, my water bucket works perfectly. So it's kind of like a so it's kind of like a safe. It's like my water bucket is kind of like a safety net, pretty much. Well, no thanks. Like, I know it's like, oh, you have to be careful not to fall into it. Like, yeah, what if it's just not there in the first place? Like, well, not, I was about to say Duelist. This is not Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Ultimate. Stop saying things that are not related to Minecraft. Okay? But I have been thinking, does anyone, and I mean this when I ask this, does anyone want me to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! RP in Minecraft? A Yu-Gi-Oh! RP. Now, of course, when I say that, yes, I know that most people are going to be like, but that sounds very confusing. Listen, listen to what I mean. What I mean is that instead of using official Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters, I'm just going to say that right now. Instead of using official OP characters like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds or from original Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anything of that nature, do you guys want me to, like, you know, maybe gather up some friends and stuff and gain... Do you guys want me to gather up some friends and stuff and do something like we use a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Based OCs in Minecraft? Like we make, like, instead of using completely new completely original characters, we use new characters. And of course, I know that I'm asking that, whatever, but it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! RP type of thing. I'm not gonna be using, like, you know, OP, like, original characters if I do that. So it's like, I'm not gonna be using Yugi or Joey or any of those characters. I kind of want to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! RP where the characters I use are 100% original, instead of like, you know, they instead of Plus, maybe I can find those glow shroom things I heard about. Whatever. Oh, cool. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, do you want me to do like a Yu-Gi-Oh! OP, but with 100% original characters? Like, even the personalities of the characters are different. The people in the Minecraft Yu-Gi-Oh! Series are different. The only thing that I would have a really hard time coming up with is cards. I don't really want to use decks that resemble other characters. I mean, like, yes, whenever I'm like, doing Yu-Gi-Oh! RPs on my own time, this is not much of an issue because it's like, yes, I love Synchro Monsters, but me, I would actually, if I was ever gonna do a Yu-Gi-Oh! RP, I would want it to be 100% original. I don't want it to be like, oh, this is just a copy of like Yusei or Yugi or something like stupid. No, I want it to be 100% original. I don't want it to be like, oh, this is just Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, but with different characters. No, I want it to be like a completely new experience. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want it to, like, it's not like a repeat of different things. And also on top of that, oh shoot. And on top of that, whenever I make a RP or anything of that nature, I usually like it to be very story based. I don't like it to just be random. Like, the concept of the Yu-Gi-Oh! RP that I'm talking about will be exactly the same. Like, using cards to save the entire world, blah, 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 blah. But I want the characters in the show to be, like, 100% original in, like, personality and all that other stuff. Hi, Gravel. And like personality and all that other stuff. Because to me, especially when it comes to character design, I really want the characters to be 100% original. I don't want it to be like, oh, it's whatever. And of course, yes, I've actually talked about this before, but when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! I know I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm playing Minecraft, but when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually have come up with my own ideas for cards. I mean, of course, I didn't act. Okay. I didn't act on them, but it would be pretty cool, because the thing is, the idea I have for cards is, well, to me it's pretty interesting, because you have hey, I'm in a tiger. Because for me, I actually have a lot of ideas when it comes to ideas for horror cards. Oh god. Oh wait, that's not a thing. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. The idea. Okay, so the first idea I have for an archetype of cards is called Exion. Now, of course, what the Exion archetype is, it actually originated from a fan-made alien thing I created, which the idea is that it's like a whole bunch of um okay, wait for the water to empty out, dear lord, because that's just really annoying to try and walk through. Dang it, I wasn't close enough. Okay. And to me, I actually would love to see for myself if... Okay. What I'm saying is actually going to make sense, because what I'm saying is that the idea I have for cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if it's good or if it's stupid. Now, of course, I know that I'm making this video to let you guys know that this idea is from me. And like I said, this is just an idea for cards. I'm not saying like, oh, you have to actually, you know, try and act on it. No, it's just like an idea that I have for cards because it would be really cool. Which is actually called the Exion archetype. The Exion archetype is something that is something similar to the Amazon archetype, you know, for like Amazon monsters and all that stuff. It's something similar, but not exactly the same. The reason why is because it's slightly different. Because unlike Amazons, which the Amazon the Amazon is slightly different, mainly because why is this not flowing down? What is okay. The reason why that this is slightly different is because the Amazons, or the Amazon archetype, yes, is a all female monster archetype, which is good. But it's just not the same, because in the Exion archetype, not the same. The reason why is because in the Exion archetype, or at least the art... Ooh. What is that? A stack of packed ice. That's... You see, that's the thing about me, okay? Because here's the thing, whenever it comes to me having an idea of what to create and what things I want to happen, Um, it can be different for many things. And I know what a lot of people are thinking. A lot of people are like, well, it would never happen because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're not the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I understand my idea might never happen. Because, well, actually, it already happened, but me, I'm putting I would like to put a twist on it. And the idea of this twist is that the Exion archetype is a female-only alien Neko archetype. Basically, it's female alien Neko. It's alien Neko girls. And the reasoning for this is because the thing is that whenever it comes to the Exion archetype, there doesn't seem, or the only female archetypes, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of those. Like, there's only, the only all-female archetype, at least the only one I know, is Amazon, which Amazon is going to be pretty obvious, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, if you, that one, I'm not even, surprised on how that's... that's all I'm saying. It'd be really funny because, and it would be bizarre because the Exion archetype, if I was gonna be honest with you, if I was gonna be the idea behind that archetype, mainly it would be a mix of that's between fusion and synchro. The reason why is because fusion actually is pretty easy to do. Well, not easy to do, but it's somewhat whatever. And synchro, right? Synchro would be oh shoot. And synchro, at least to me, is actually much easier to do versus fusion. And the reasoning for that is because synchro, at least for me, is very, very straightforward. If you have very straightforward, mainly because it's just math related. I actually am very, if anything, I'm actually very, 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 if there's anything I'm very good at, it's math. I'm very, very good at math and mathing things out and all that stuff and all that other stuff. I'm very good at that. Because, if there's anything, math is a really strong suit for me. You compare, I'm not a math master or math, I'm not the master of math. I'm not the master of it. I definitely, but I am very, very good at math. But I am very good at math. I am good at mastering math mechanics and all that stuff. Whenever it comes to math, I usually that's the strategy I usually use whenever I play chess. I usually try and math stuff out. I'm okay, how many squares is this piece protecting? How many squares is this piece protecting? And is this piece protecting? And so on. Because if I can figure out how many squares each pieces protected. I'm getting ice because ice. I have the refrigerator, which the refrigerator, packed ice. They kind of work together in a way, so they kind of help. So that kind of helps me. Okay, I got so much ice. Okay, I can keep going because I have more than enough food. That's the thing. I have more than enough food. The only thing. Okay. Is I gotta be careful. Now, of course, here's the thing. Wait, oh. Please don't. Okay. Daddy, oh. What is this? Oh my god. Fine, let's do it. Okay. Ow. Now, like I said, like I said, this is just an idea of cards that I would love to see appear in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the Exion archetype, because here's the thing, when it comes to the girls only archetype, like archetype for either mainly or for only female monsters, there's not a lot of those. I noticed, like, there's not a lot of, you know, like female monsters and all that stuff. There's not a lot of archetypes that are like that, quite literally at all. Which to me is just sad. Like, I understand you made a lot of male-dominated archetypes, but I feel like there's a lack of just female-only archetypes, or at least that's how I feel, because you like, yes, I understand, like, there might be some people who disagree with me, and I'm kind of prepared for that. I kind of understand why a lot of people are like, they disagree with me, whatever. But to me, there's just a lack of female-only monster archetypes. Not female monsters themselves, female monster-only archetypes. Like, there's a lack of those. There's like, what, maybe 2 or 3 female archetypes, which including Amazon, which is 4. Like, the thing I'm trying to make is that there's not many. That's the thing I'm trying to say. There's not many of them, which is very, very which to me is sad, because I would love to see like, you know, female archetypes and all that stuff. I would love to see that. Not. I would love to see that because. Oh my god. Okay, more coal ore. That's actually really good. And now you guys might be wondering, why am I bringing this up during a Minecraft video? Because it's kind of been on my mind for a while, and I actually wanted to talk about it and get my opinion on what you guys think. Like, yes, I am going to make it like a post and make it like a voting thing of what you guys think of my idea of the Exion archetype. Now, I don't know what that's going to be, because that's going to be like only for people that actually know about the Exion archetype, about Yu-Gi-Oh and how it works. So people like Captain Games and stuff like that I've actually played that with me. Oh wait, I'm getting low on their thing. Okay, that's right. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? What is this? What is over here? Okay, that's just water. Okay. This, ooh, Tanzanite. I mean, I don't really need it, but I'll grab it. Sure. Like I'm saying, okay. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The question I have is, in real life, if you were going to make a real life, and also I want to bring up something Power Ranger related, which is my favorite version of Power Rangers. My favorite version of Power Rangers would have to be Power Ranger Samurai. I love that version of Power Rangers because when you do Power Ranger Samurai, you're literally putting people whose main weapons are swords. Like, yes, there is, like, you know, the Bullzooka and the Bullzooka Blaster and all this stuff, but their main weapon is quite literally swords and power discs. When you put a situation where someone with only swords and power discs are able to beat people who even at some point created literal blasters, I don't know, I don't care. At that point, I'm like, I don't even care if you're evil. Like, the Power Rangers are not evil. But at that point, I'm like, I don't even care if you're evil. You get my respect. Because that seems literally ridiculous. If your opponent has blasters and you have a sword, you honestly should just lose. Like, I'm being for real. That you having a sword and then somehow coming out winning, that should not be able to happen. Quite literally at all. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. That's actually nuts. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Insane. Like, if you can listen, I don't care who you are. If you are able to use swords and come out winning against, like, blasters and stuff, not even like just not even lightsabers. You literally are using swords, super weapons, but still swords. That to me is a thing by itself. Like, that's crazy. You what? Let me get it straight. You managed to win a fight against people that have blasters using swords. I don't care who you are. That is respect from me. Like, you could be Dayu for all I care. There's no way, bro. There's no way. A sword, like, you won against somebody who has blasters using a sword fight. Using sword fighting techniques. Like, that to me is beyond ridiculous. Like, yes, there is the Bullzooka, like I said before, in Yu-Gi-Oh! And not in Yu-Gi-Oh! In Power Ranger Samurai. However, you have you have this is just my own opinion. In my own opinion, and also most people are like, but chess is way harder than Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the people that say that play chess often say that chess is harder than Yu-Gi-Oh! In my own opinion, no, it's not. No, it's not. Like, if you do chess versus Yu-Gi-Oh! In difficulty, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 10 times harder. Like, even though I make it look very, very simple, I make it look very, very simple. Mainly because, well, I'm freaking good at the game. But I didn't start out that way. I really didn't. It took me a while to get good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm not even talking about just like the new thing. And also, I don't understand why Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist isn't popular, because it's like they say that it's cheating or whatever. That's not really the case for me. I personally don't care. I personally don't care that much. Like, there's like, yes, like, yes, there are times where the game kind of got on my nerves or whatever. Like, it got on my nerves 110% of the time, but percent of the time, and it made stupid things happen. But I don't really think it's cheating, because the thing that people don't understand is because now there are so many people that are used to the new rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! That they don't remember the old rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! They don't remember, like, you know, being able to draw, like, you know, the first 5 cards of a duel and you know, all this stuff. Now they're just used to the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! The rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. They're used to, like, oh, draw the first 4 cards and then draw the extra card afterwards, and then the other player draws the extra card afterwards as an advantage of going second, blah, blah, blah. No, like, the thing is that the old rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! You had 5 cards in your hand to begin with. Now, I know that most people are like, but in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, it's technically the same thing. Yes, but at the same time, it's like, look at the board of the old way of playing versus the new way of playing. The new way of playing, to me, seems absolutely ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying, like, you know, Duel Links is a bad game. I'm not saying that at all. That is not what I'm saying. Quite literally at all. That is not what I'm saying. I don't get it twisted. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Regardless. However, some things, at least to me, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! The old way of playing, at least to me, was actually way better. Because, like, that's one of the main reasons why I like, like, if you go back and see the old way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, especially if we're going off of, Yu-Gi-Oh!, regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Show logic, if you look back into the old way of playing, the new way just seems absolutely ridiculous. Like, not only is the new way of playing harder than the old way of playing, but also on top of that, it's like um, to me, it's like a giant disadvantage. Or at least that's how I feel. Because, to me, personally, it's like you should be able to... Like, I'm just being for real, for real. I really do think that when you compare the old way of playing versus the new way of playing, the old way, I feel like, was better because you had more room to work with. That's number one. Because to me, I feel like the new field is just very cramped. Like it's just very cramped. It's very hard to play on. Because you can only summon 3 months, unless you synchro summon. Unless you fusion synchro or exceed summon, which is 4. But, unless you, like, fusion synchro or exceed summon, which is, like, 4, but there's no, like, there's no official, like, the 2 extra slots, other than when you use special abilities. Like, whenever you use, like, certain abilities that certain duelists have. Like, for example, there's actually an ability on my account, or for one of the duelists that I use account, which is Yuya from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Arc 5. The ability of Yuya allows you to have the extra, what? So, yeah, that's just my opinion on the new versus old way of playing. The new field, which only has 3 monster zones, by the way, that's very, that was fast. Did that because I know. Oh. Okay. Like I said, Oh, shit. I almost jumped right in the lava, which would have sucked. But like I said, this, and of course, once I go home, I will, oh, nice. Alright. Oh god. See, the water is like a safety net, because once I place the water, it spreads really quickly across the lava, meaning that it makes it very instantly safe to come across, versus if I were to try and place blocks, because only then the blocks I placed are safe to come across, which is quite different. Quite different. Also, I would love to say that that in Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm not complaining, it's just that the Yu-Gi-Oh field to me just feels cramped. It feels cramped. Like there's like before was like it was like the difference between the old and new field is like the difference is in the old field you had like a bunch of arm room space, if that makes sense. The new field, on the other hand, just feels so cramped. Like it feels like I'm just playing on a field that there's barely any play. Like I feel like chess has more play than what Yu-Gi-Oh does. Which I still love Yu-Gi-Oh. I still love Yu-Gi-Oh regardless of, you know, that, but still, like I'm not holding a grudge or anything. It's just I'm just very touchy about the subject. It's not, I don't hate Yu-Gi-Oh, like I love Yu-Gi-Oh regardless, but still that can be kind of annoying. So that's all I'm trying to say. Another Tanzanite ore. Yes! And like I said, I actually made sure that this time all the stuff I get is in ore form instead of don't worry, I still have room, a little bit of room in my backpack. I don't have much, but it can be good. Ooh. More mithril. More of this, more of this. Now, of course, here's the thing. For the mistakes that I make in chess, remember, I play more Minecraft than I do chess. Like, I have a ton of things based off, like, Minecraft, Friday Night Funkin', all other stuff. I barely have anything based off of chess. it's very rare for me to have anything that's based off of chess. Because why? Because I have no not interest. I have a lot of interest in studying chess. It's just I don't have a lot of experience with chess versus other games. Other games, like I'll play, like I have more experience. Like I'm literally better at Friday Night Funkin' than I am chess, and that is should be, and Friday Night Funkin' should be almost 10 times harder than chess. Almost, like it's very close when it comes to that. Like, because in my own opinion, I feel like that Friday Night Funkin' is way harder than freaking chess. Way harder. Especially with all, like, when you play the modded games, like, oh my god. The stuff you have to put up with in chess is beyond me. Like, it's trying to, wait. What was that? Okay. What on God? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that, I guess. And now there's just an obsidian block there. Okay, whoa. How am I got 2. Well, that's rare. Thank you. How am I 1? Okay. I mean that's not a lot, but it's whatever. And the reason why I'm mining, I'll explain it in a bit. But here's my question. Do you guys want me to learn how to make, like, traps and stuff? Like, do you guys want me to learn how to do this? Because here's the thing, I have never used redstone. I mean, other than for crafting, modded crafting recipes, when it comes to making traps, I have 0 experience in that whatsoever. I do not know how to make traps. I know how to use, like, armor and make modded stuff, like with redstone. I have no idea how to make traps. I have no idea how to make traps. I have no idea how to do any of that. I have literally 0 clue. I have no clue at all. Okay, let me go. Oh, shoot. I think I've gotten to a point where, yeah. And wait, what? Wait, oh. What? What did it... What the... Okay. Okay. I'm in a dungeon. I did not expect that. But I guess I'm here now. The only problem is which dungeon am I at? Because I've conquered so many. Okay. Jump. Yes. Wait, what is that? Okay. That... Wait a minute. These are gone. That gives me a clue. I've been here before. That's encased. What? Where am I at? I forget. What it... What the... Oh! It's this one I've conquered. The other tower in the spruce forest. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh, that's cool. I've somehow made a tunnel to this beaten fortress already. I mean, that's not insanely useful, but it is insanely cool. Okay. That... I mean, that's whatever. And I got loot. Okay. That's... I mean, that's not amazing, but I can get this. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to mine it with that. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted at all. At all. That's... Aw, shoot. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. I would continue mining, but I have all this crap in my backpack, plus in my inventory. This is a sign that I should most likely go home. So that's what I'm going to do.
Narrates all. Narrator off.
Okay. That was a fun adventure, though. Holy crap. That is a fun adventure, though. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's just gonna empty out into this chest, which I, after a while, will be able to do what I want with it. Okay. So that's just gonna go in there. This is gonna go here. And of course, my 13 tanzanite. Oh wait, no. Another stack of coal is gonna go here. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's put away the blocks that don't need to be crushed or anything. So this, this, this. The gravel I can put in here. Here, 9 gold. Annoying. This is just gonna keep going. So I don't have to worry about this at all. This is just, yeah, that's just gonna keep going. I don't have to worry about like, oh no, it's gonna do whatever. Whatever, that's crap. That's crap. Okay, so I have this 9 pieces of gold, which is really nice from mining so much. And now doing whatever. Also, I should probably go out. Go get more materials, right? Because this is okay. Let me drink some water. So yes, I'm at 56 copper, even though that's not the only stack of copper I have. I have a whole nother stack of copper, which the stack will be self-explanatory. Look at how much. 30. That's actually not bad. And of course I have also this going, which I don't have to worry about that one. This one, all I have to do is just watch for the sound. Like, that's it. As long as I... Yes! This is done. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Oh my god! What the? Oh my god. Oh. That that was okay. That was beyond terrifying. Okay, that beyond terrifying. Okay, that was... What the heck, man? There we go. That was... Oh my god. Wait, what? This thing gives... Wait. This thing just gives me regeneration from just being in my inventory? From just being in my inventory. I don't even have to hold it? If I had known that, I would have put this in my inventory. I would have put this like a corner somewhere. And just use it that way while using my shield at the same time. You actually know what that means? I could have this in my inventory. And I don't have to worry about anything. I could literally just put... I did not know I could use it like that. I seriously had zero idea I could just use it like that at all. Like, I did not notice that was even a thing. Is it... You can use it from it just being in your inventory. You don't even have to hold the thing. You don't have to hold it at all. It could just be in your inventory. You just still... That's crazy. That's crazy. That's actually crazy for real. That I did not know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that at all. Do you know what this means? My diamond shield that I put away before, I can actually bring it out of retirement. Because now I can use both. I could just keep this in my inventory. I could just keep this in like a corner. And keep everything else on me. I could just use both things. I didn't realize that. Oh my goodness. And I still get the regen. Okay. That is sick. That is insane. Oh my goodness. I did not think for a moment that was possible. Are you for real right now? Actual... Wow. Okay, so I could just keep this in a corner, basically, and just have regeneration 2 while using a shield. That is broken. That's just broken. That is actually broken. I did not think of that. Okay. Cool. Let's put this in here. Let's put this In here, I have 2 tin ore, which is not great. I know you is not like lying on me, bro. Okay, that's just an auto crusher. That's gonna keep going until okay, that's just gonna continue to, like I said, this stuff just continuously crushes. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to watch it. None of that. I just let it go. Okay, got that. There we go. There we go. All this stuff is here. All that. Okay. Oh my goodness. And put, wait a minute, can you even craft a witch hat? Oh, you can, nah, you can't craft a witch hat. You can only obtain it. Which to me is actually kind of... That's actually kind of annoying. Okay. What is it? A stone pickaxe with Unbreaking 3 and Silk Touch. Okay, wait a minute. Can I even enchant this? You know what? For joking purposes, I know I'm never going to use this. For joking purposes, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab some lapis. And I'm going to see for myself if I can enchant this thing. Because if I can't enchant it, that's actually kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie. That's hilarious. Let me grab some lapis. I mean, I don't need this much lapis, but that's fine. Just for like a joke, can you enchant this? Let's find out. Can you? Oh my god. Just for fun, let's see what... Unbreaking 3 and protection and blast protection 4. Rookie enchantments. Rookie enchantment. I mean, yes, it's good, but like the Unbreaking 3 is good, but then the blast protection it ruins it. Like, what is blast protection? Yes, it may protect you from explosions, but dear lord. Okay, here's the thing. While that's crushing, I might as well get out all the blocks that don't need to be, like, you know, crushed or anything, just there. So let's get all this out of the thing, out of my backpack, like cobblestone, all that stuff. Just straight out of my backpack. Just straight out the backpack. Don't even, like, I don't think. When it comes to the, wait. I have. Okay. Propulsion. I mean, I had another propulsion somewhere. Maybe I can combine it and make propulsion 3. I don't know. Let's take out all the packed ice. More cobblestone, more of this, more this. All the coal as well. So this. All the ice. The ice, the gravel. This just goes in here. Put away this red stone torch. This witch hat. I don't flipping know. That witch hat is basically, I mean, it's useful, but not really that strong. Like, Packed ice. Like I said, I'm just trying to get all the stuff that doesn't need to, like, you know, be smelted or anything like that. Now I'll keep the rotten flesh. I'll make mainly because making this is kind of fun. This flat mushroom, poppy, cocoa beans, which I have that now, which means I can make as many chocolate cakes as I want, really. That's just not much of an issue. This, okay, this. Now, of course, here's the thing. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, but the people that confuse me the most is you want to do that again? The people that confuse me the most are people that just beg for it. People that just seem to beg for attention. Like, I really don't get, like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because, you know, there are some people who really want attention or whatever. But that's just but at the same time, that's just very confusing. Like, why are you looking for attention, pretty much? Like, what is the idea? Usually, whenever it comes to this, I usually try to draw the least amount of attention as possible. Well, at least in public. Like, whenever I'm at home or making YouTube videos, that's slightly different. Because it's like YouTube is kind of like my job, so that's a thing. But people who be looking for attention just to be looking for attention, I really don't see why. Like, I think even some girls are like this. Some girls, they're not bad, they just look for attention for no reason. Like, they aren't horrible, but very confusing, honestly. Okay, put away the coarse dirt. And that's just sitting in the corner. Okay. That's not really that bad. Not really that bad. That's not really that bad at all. Because look at, now I can block again. Before I had a ring in my hand, but now I can have both things, which I'm gonna have because that's just fun. Okay. So I got a lot of stuff out of the way. Now I gotta, okay, 2 of these I can do right now. That is if this over here is done. Yep, that was done way before. Okay. Okay. That's not really that bad. Okay. Is this full? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's 1. Let me bring down my half stack of iron, because then I could... Okay, that's doing that. And then this half stack of iron can go in here. Okay, cool. Now I have everything situated. Put that in there. There we go. These are just ingots now. Now that's gonna have time to crush. That's crushing, and this is crushing down here. So now I'm gonna have to slowly crush pretty much everything and make sure okay, let me start smelting this and smelting this, since I can't crush it anyways, which is fine. Is simply okay. Look at how much copper I have from that. Okay, and look at I have two stacks of copper. I think I have found myself a cheerleader. Okay. At least my game didn't start glitching out like last time. Last time was completely ridiculous. 110%. Okay, so this is okay. Crushed iron. There we go. I now have ingots, which these will be soon. Well, except for this. This is just going to turn into lapis. But it's going to be a bunch of lapis, so I kind of need to be smart about how I do it. Because right now, look at this. Down to 25 more ores, and I still have a bunch of space in there for it to turn straight into coal. So yes, look at this. This is so cool. Okay. So I have now this. Oh shoot, rose gold. I don't think I can crush this. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I can do it, because the mod won't allow it, which is kind of annoying. But that's fine, because rose gold is not like I can make weapons out of it or anything. It's just rose gold, so okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a while for me to do. Okay, we got this, which this is turning into coal. 3 stacks of coal, but hey, what you gonna do? This is how and plus I know that most people are like, but fortune is more efficient. Listen, this is how I do things, okay? Because whenever it comes to Minecraft, here's my thought process. If there's something around, I might as well use it. Meaning moss. Trying to put... That's confusing. Okay. Huh? Like, bro. I don't know. To me, I feel like if it was Masters Android versus... And also, most people are like, but Power Ranger Samurai is like the weakest version of Power Rangers. Bro. No. Okay? No. No. Like... What the freak? Okay. No. Like, Power Ranger Samurai is the farthest thing from freaking weak. Alright? That is the farthest thing from weak that you can possibly say to me. Like, there's no way on this planet. You look at Power Ranger Samurai, a team of Power Rangers fighting villains with nothing but swords and winning, and telling me that that's like the weakest version of Power Rangers, even though that, yeah, like, yes, I understand, like, most people might have stronger weapons. Like, that's not even a surprise. Oh, okay, you have stronger weapons than me. But if you can literally beat the crap out of everybody who's trying to fight you with just swords, having a stronger weapon doesn't really matter. Really, like, that doesn't really matter. You like, unless you're doing, like, you know, the team of Power Ranger Samurai versus, like, Jedis and stuff like that. Like, if it was Jedis, okay, sure, I can see the point of, like, oh, but they have way stronger weapons. Yeah, they have literal energy swords. What do you expect? If you're saying, like, a blaster is enough to take out a Power Ranger, first of all, how dare you? That's just me. That's just me. I'm like, okay, first of all, how dare you? All right, you don't underestimate the power of the power. You don't underestimate Power Rangers, especially Samurai Power Rangers. You guys act like, oh, bringing a simple gun will end a simple pew pew will end a Power Ranger's life. Like, no. Listen, bro. As funny as that sounds, yeah, that's not a possibility. Okay, look at it. Only, like, what, maybe 20 or 40 of them? Was crushed. And I already have, like, a stack of this replacing it. That's crazy. That's crazy for real. Okay. So yeah. Look at this. I didn't have to stop this once. Mainly because it just goes straight through to the chest. To the chest. Both things. So I don't have to worry about it. No. Arcanine would be like, I don't need my. Now here's the thing, there is a Power Ranger version of Arcanine, and I based it off Power Ranger Samurai. Of Power Ranger Samurai, but he's like a Power Ranger Samurai that's quite literally on steroids. Because Arcanine as a Saiyan was already powerful. You make him a Power Ranger, and not only is he just as powerful, like Arcanine, even as a Power Ranger, is literally more than powerful enough to go head to head with like fighters like Goku. That's how powerful Arcanine is, even as a Power Ranger. Even as a Power Ranger, Goku would have a really hard time fighting this guy. Which means... And then there's also people saying that Master Xantra from Power Ranger Samurai is stronger than Goku, which I don't really agree with. Quite literally at all. If you were to do Power Ranger Samurai versus Dragon Ball Z, very, like, yes, you are stronger than the humans of of Dragon Ball Z. That much is true, because the humans in Dragon Ball Z, let's face it, like, unless you're talking about Yamcha or Tien, like either one, unless you're talking about Yamcha or Tien, the humans of Dragon Ball Z, let's face it, are completely and utterly oblivious. They're weak. If anything, they can't defend themselves worth crap. Like, without Goku or Vegeta defending the planet, Earth would pretty much be just easy pickings for pretty much any villain. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter who. Any villain. It doesn't matter who or what or where you came from. Like this here. Like, at least the humans in Power Ranger Samurai, yes, they know they're weaker than these Nilox, the monsters that seem to come out of cracks in the real world. But at least most of them, like, run away. I feel like the people in Dragon Ball, the humans in Dragon Ball Z, if they see a Nilox, they're not gonna know. One, they're not gonna know what to really do against that. That's number one. They're not really gonna know what on God's green earth to do in that situation, because, like, they're gonna have to go get Goku or something, because that's not that. I don't really see how. Let's see. Copper. There we go. So really, yes, I understand, like, most people are like, but that's a whole stack. Yeah, I get that. Wait a minute. That's actually a really good idea. I should do this first. Now, of course, I know it's 8, which is why I'm gonna watch the first 2, and then the other 2, and then the other 6, I can just completely ignore, because it can only go up to 6 anyway, without it being an auto crusher at least. Once it's an auto crusher, you can ignore it altogether, because it's. it's whatever. Well, yeah, but do you need me? Really, cause I think I found myself a cheerleader. I could, or wait a minute, I could knock out 3 birds with 1 stone. Three, which normally you can't even do in Minecraft. It's like you have to do one thing at a time. Yeah, I mean, of course, for my plan of work, I have to wait for this to fill back up, but hey. That is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. That is perfectly okay. That's fine. And of course, I do want to give my opinion on some things that I think is just absolutely bonkers. Which one of them is the weakness of Green Lantern. The color yellow. First of all, what? How is your weakness that hurts my head to even think about? How is your weakness? It's not even like a physical thing, it's a color. Like, what is the color you use in your house then? Blue? It's just Like, does he have like blue or like green lights in his house? Like, I really do not understand why his weakness is yellow. I have no, like, that's just confusing to me. I have no clue, none at all. Like, that's gotta be like the weirdest, like, first of all, that's the weirdest, most inconvenient weakness I have ever heard of in my life. Like, I'm not saying I'm making fun of him, but that's a really, like, that's a really unconventional and dumb weakness. Like, I don't even think I can take dude seriously, because what, dude? You have let me get it straight. You, a superhero, have the weakness of yellow. I don't even know where to begin with that. First of all, I don't know about you, but that's actually just embarrassing. That's embarrassing for real. You have the weakness. Your weakness isn't even a physical thing. It's a color. Let me get it straight. You have Superman who has a weakness of okay, I'm gonna try and knock out 3 different things. Okay, I'm gonna do copper here, because that's just gonna crush and crush and crush. Without stopping. Outside. Oh my god. Out here I'll do 10, and in my base I will do iron. So yeah, so now I have, so up there, iron, copper, So now I have iron, tin, and copper all crushing at the same time. Except one of them, two of them are auto crushers, one of them is just. Unfortunately, I have to watch very carefully. And plus, I'm kind of hungry. I might actually go for some, like, noodles or something after this. Or something after this. Also, I might have to eat. Why are you near my base? And also... Wait, what? Why are you going back and forth? Okay. So yeah, this is gonna auto crush, and the copper is gonna auto crush. The only one I have to watch is iron, because the iron can, if I'm not careful, will just. Because this one's not an auto crusher. This is just normal crushing. Okay. And also, just to make sure it's less cramped, so that way I have enough room to have this in here. I carry less food with me, mainly because then it's whatever. So yeah. Also, I just saw you know who show up, so it's whatever. Okay, 10. That's just gonna keep going. Yeah, I figured it went past the 32 point, meaning that there's a stat. That means that I just gained a stack of this without having to mine that much. This one I don't have to watch, because okay. So yes, there are whatever, and I have to finish this next episode because I only have 1 minute left. So that's gonna end this video for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out all the stuff that on the channel. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments below. And also, if you guys have any ideas what I should do for another video, let me know in the comments below as well. Thanks again, everybody. And as always, I will see you in another video. Stay alive, my survivors. Also, next episode, we're doing a raid.